Alrighty guys, we're going to do a quick breakdown of PSE Sicario, which is going to be their speed bow for 2026. The bow is going to come in at 33 inches axle to axle, just like their Mach 33. They're going to have the same riser, I believe, as their Mach 33. They shortened the brace height down to 5¼ inches. They have the new FDS cams on them. These FDS cams are supposed to give you 1.5 inches of effective brace height gain whenever you're at full draw. So the EC2 cams, you were getting about 3/4 to 7/8 of an inch, which means whenever you're drawn all the way back, the bow is going to feel and have the stability of a bow with a longer brace height, which is pretty awesome. The bow is going to come in at a IBO speed of 357 feet per second, which is absurd. The bow is going to come 24.5 inches all the way up to 30 inches draw. The bow is going to come with peak let off of 85%. You can get it down to 80, 75, and 70%. The bow is going to be extremely smooth, which we'll see whenever I draw it back, but the bow is definitely going to be the stiffness needed in order to get those speeds, especially with that 5¼ inch static brace height. Now jumping forward to the part that you guys actually care about, seeing these speeds compared to like my current bow or a last year's bow. So we're going to be shooting this against my RX-9 Ultra with gas strings on it. I'm shooting a 448.4 grain arrow through it, just some random gold tip that I picked up somewhere. Just found it on the ground. We're shooting it. We're going to see what kind of speeds that it's putting through it. I have this set on 29.5 inch draw and 70 pounds, so let's see how the thing feels. Draw length is going to be super true to length. The bow, extremely smooth. The bow is very stiff though. So with that draw, got it back super good. So as I'm drawing through it, as I'm here, it went all the way easy, all the way to the back wall, which was super nice. But it was stiff. It felt almost like a 75-pound bow as I was pulling through it. But there was no crazy humps or anything. So it's a super doable draw cycle. Didn't feel bad. Let's throw another one through it, see how it feels again. You really do notice the brace height. It does feel super fast though. It does the regular carbon kind of jump out of your hand a little bit kind of thing, but whenever you have stuff on a bow, it's going to take all that out, so it really doesn't matter. You just pull it straight to that back wall. It's pretty impressive. It really is pretty impressive. Alright, so post shooting the bows, the Sakario is definitely a little bit quicker than my 9 Ultra. It's going to be about a 21 feet per second gain at that 70 pounds, 29.5 inches that I'm shooting with that 450 grain arrow. You can definitely feel it though. The bow, in my opinion, is going to be one of the smoothest bows that I've pulled back, but you can really feel the stiffness of that short brace height and the 70 pounds. I don't personally know if I could hunt with one at 70 pounds. I would probably have to do a couple more push-ups, as you guys think that I should be doing anyways. But overall, it's going to be a lot quicker than my 9 Ultra, and it just didn't feel like a 21 feet per second gain. It felt like maybe a 10 or 15 stiffness-wise, and then you're just getting that extra speed out of that cam. I was also quite impressed with the stability of the bow at full draw. They have something called full draw stability, which they are attempting to measure, which is a pretty cool thing, but what that's going to do is that's going to show how effective your stability is at full draw with this bow compared to, say, other bows or last year's of these bows. It was quite stable at full draw. It felt definitely like a bow with, like, say, your 6.5, 7 inch brace height. It didn't want to move on me. Yes, the let off probably had quite a bit of play with that, but it definitely didn't feel like a 5.5, 5.25 brace eye bow that's just trying to slip out of your hands as you're shooting it. Overall, it's a super awesome rig. If you're a speed or distance guy, you have to shoot one. They're pretty darn awesome. MSRP is going to be $19.99, I believe, and which is just going to be right there with all the other carbon bows. It's crazy how expensive everything's getting, but this is the way of our world. So get out there, shoot ones, tell me what you think of it.